The sun rose over the kingdom of Enchancia, spreading golden light across the castle towers and the royal gardens. Princess Sofia awoke with excitement, feeling that the day would be unlike any other. She tied her lavender ribbon and slipped on her favorite dress, ready for a new adventure. Clover, her loyal bunny, hopped happily beside her bed. "Good morning, Sofia," Clover said, twitching his nose. Sofia laughed. "Good morning, Clover. I have a feeling today is going to be magical." Little did Sofia know, she wasn't wrong. She stepped into the royal garden, where birds chirped sweetly and the flowers glimmered with dew. Suddenly, a soft, musical voice called out, "Hello, Princess Sofia." Sofia looked around, startled. "Who's there?" Clover twitched his ears. Did you hear that?" From the top of a blooming rose bush hopped a small squirrel. But instead of chattering like normal, it spoke clearly. "I'm Nutty, and I have been waiting to meet you." Sofia's eyes widened. You can talk?" Nutty nodded vigorously. "Yes, and you can hear me. Something magical has happened. Princess, today, all the animals in the kingdom can talk for one whole day." Sofia gasped. "All the animals? That's incredible." Clover twitched nervously. I don't know if incredible is the right word. Before he could finish, a robin perched on a tree branch above chirped in perfect words. "It's true, Clover. It's a magical day, and Princess Sofia must help us with something very important." Sofia knelt down to the robin. "What do you need me to do?" The robin fluttered its wings. "There's a problem in the Enchancia forest. Some of the animals have gotten lost, and they need help finding their way home. Only someone with a kind heart, like yours, can guide them safely." Sofia smiled. "Of course. Clover and I will help. Where do we start?" Nutty the squirrel jumped onto Sofia's shoulder. "Follow me. I know the way." As they made their way toward the forest, the air seemed to shimmer with a soft golden light. Flowers bent gently as if bowing to Princess Sofia, and birds flew alongside, chattering excitedly. Clover hopped nervously, but stayed close. "Do you think we'll see every animal in the forest?" Clover asked. Sofia laughed softly. "I hope so, Clover. But even if we don't, we'll do our best." Entering the forest, they found themselves surrounded by tall trees and sparkling streams. Every sound was different now. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds, the squeaks of small animals. But all was clearer and understandable. Sofia could hear their voices, as if they were speaking a common language. "Princess Sofia!" called a tiny mouse from a bush. "I'm Squeaky, and I can't find my way back to my family." "Don't worry, Squeaky," Sofia said gently. "We'll help you. Clover, stay close." With a wave of her hand, she used her amulet, which glowed softly. The animal seemed comforted by its light. Squeaky ran beside her, chattering happily. Further along, a family of deer called out in panic, "Princess Sofia! Princess Sofia! We're stuck near the river." Sofia approached them carefully. "It's okay. We'll guide you safely across." She looked around and saw a series of stepping stones sparkling faintly in the sunlight. The deer followed her carefully, and Clover hopped beside them to keep everyone safe. After a while, Nutty chattered excitedly. "Princess Sofia, look over there. The animals are gathering at the clearing. We're almost done with our task." Sofia's heart swelled with pride. She had helped squirrels, mice, birds, and deer already, and the magic of hearing their voices made her feel closer to the forest than ever before. But just as she smiled, a sudden rustling came from the shadows. A dark shape darted between the trees, and the animals squeaked in alarm. Sofia's eyes widened. "Clover, do you see that?" Clover twitched nervously. "Yep, and I don't like it one bit." From the shadows emerged a clever-looking fox with amber eyes. "Hello, Princess Sofia," the fox said smoothly. "I see you've discovered the talking animals. But beware, not every creature is as friendly as they seem." Sofia stepped back slightly. Who are you?" The fox smirked. "I am Fong, guardian of the forest secrets. And some secrets are not meant to be discovered easily." Sofia felt a mix of fear and curiosity. She knew this magical day had just become even more interesting, and perhaps more dangerous. But she also knew that with courage, kindness, and the help of her new friends, she could handle anything. Nutty whispered, "Princess Sophia, this is a test. We'll need your heart and cleverness to solve it." Sophia nodded firmly. "I'll do my best. Let's help every animal and find out what Fong wants." And so, Princess Sophia, Clover, and their talking animal friends ventured deeper into the magical forest, ready to face surprises, challenges, and adventures that no one in Enchancia could have ever imagined. The forest hummed with excitement, and Sophia knew one thing for certain. This was a day she would never forget. Princess Sophia, Clover, and the talking animals paused as Fong, the clever fox, stepped forward. His amber eyes gleamed mischievously, and the shadows of the forest seemed to bend around him. "You've done well to help the animals so far," Fong said smoothly. "But true courage isn't just about kindness. It's about cleverness and quick thinking. Are you ready for a real challenge, Princess Sophia?" Sophia straightened her shoulders. "I'm ready. Clover and I will do our best." Fong smiled. "Very well. Behind that hill is a magical maze. Some of your friends have wandered inside, and they cannot find their way out. You must guide them safely before sunset. But beware, the maze tests more than just bravery. It tests your heart." Sophia's heart raced. "We'll get them out, right, Clover?" Clover twitched nervously. "If it's not too spooky, I guess we can try." Nutty the squirrel jumped onto Sophia's shoulder. "Don't worry, Princess. I know some tricks of the forest, and the birds can help guide us." As they approached the maze, the trees seemed to grow taller, their branches twisting together to form walls. The entrance shimmered with a faint golden light, but shadows danced across the ground. Sophia took a deep breath. "Remember, everyone, stay close to me. Listen carefully to the animals and follow the light of my amulet." Inside the maze, the first group they found was a family of rabbits. They huddled nervously in a corner. "Princess Sophia," squeaked one of the little rabbits. "We can't find our burrow." Sophia knelt beside them. "It's okay. Clover and I will help you. Let's listen carefully to the sounds around us. Nutty, can you help?" Nutty darted ahead, chattering. "Follow me. I know a shortcut." Sophia led the rabbits carefully along the twisting path. The walls of the maze shimmered and seemed to move, but the talking animals guided them steadily. Along the way, Sophia realized that each path presented small challenges: a fallen log blocking the way, a narrow bridge over a sparkling stream, and a series of glowing mushrooms that could confuse travelers if stepped on. With Clover hopping beside her and the animals giving advice, Sophia carefully solved each obstacle. When they reached the exit of that part of the maze, the rabbits hopped happily to their home. "Thank you, Princess Sophia," they called. "You're the best." Sophia smiled. "I'm glad you're safe." Next, they encountered a small bird tangled in vines. "Help me, Princess," the bird chirped desperately. Sophia carefully untangled the vines, whispering encouragement. "Don't worry, little one. You'll be free in a moment." Once freed, the bird flew up and led Sophia to another part of the maze where more animals were trapped. A deer with a hurt leg limped beside a fallen tree. Sophia instructed the animals to form a line, and with her guidance, they carefully made a safe path around the obstacles. Finally, they reached the center of the maze, where Fong waited. "Impressive, Princess," he said. "You've shown courage, cleverness, and kindness. But now comes the hardest test." Sophia stepped forward, her amulet glowing. "What do we need to do?" Fong pointed to a shimmering golden gate that had no handle. "Only someone who can understand the hearts of all the animals can open this gate. You must listen carefully, Princess, and choose a path that helps everyone safely." Sophia closed her eyes, listening to the voices of the animals she had helped and those still waiting. She felt their fears, their hopes, and their trust in her. Slowly, she guided each animal step by step toward the path that glimmered in golden light. The gate began to glow and creak, and finally, it swung open, revealing a bright clearing filled with sunlight. The animals cheered, and Clover hopped up excitedly. "We did it. You really did it, Sophia." Sophia smiled warmly. "We did it together. Everyone's heart matters, and that's the magic that got us through." Fong stepped forward, looking impressed. You have passed my challenge, Princess Sofia. You have shown that true magic is not just in spells, but in understanding, courage, and a kind heart. The animals trust you, and so do I. Sophia nodded. Thank you, Fong. I promise to always use my heart to help others. The fox's amber eyes twinkled. Good. Remember, Princess, the magic of understanding and listening is more powerful than any spell. Protect it, and the forest will always be safe. As Sophia, Clover, and the talking animals left the maze, the sun dipped lower in the sky, casting warm light over Enchancia. Birds chirped happily. Squirrels danced along the branches, and even the shyest mice peeked from their holes to cheer. Sophia felt proud. Today had been magical in more ways than one. She had helped every animal, solved the maze, and learned that listening, courage, and understanding were the most important powers of all. Nutty the squirrel leaped onto her shoulder. Princess Sophia, the day isn't over yet. There's still more to discover. The forest holds even bigger surprises. Sophia's eyes sparkled. Then let's continue, Clover. We're ready for whatever comes next. And so, with the talking animals guiding her, Princess Sophia ventured deeper into the forest, unaware that an even greater mystery awaited, one that would test her courage and heart like never before. The sun was high in the sky as Princess Sophia, Clover, and the talking animals continued their journey through the magical forest. Birds chirped happily, and the flowers seemed to sway in rhythm with the gentle breeze. Sophia felt proud of herself for helping so many animals safely through the maze. Yet, she sensed that something even more magical awaited them. Nutty the squirrel hopped excitedly on Sophia's shoulder. Princess, we need to hurry. There's a gathering of all the animals in the heart of the forest. Everyone is coming together for something very important. Sophia smiled. A gathering? That sounds wonderful. Clover, are you ready? Clover twitched nervously. I guess so, as long as no scary shadows show up. They followed Nutty along winding paths filled with glowing flowers and sparkling streams. The animals guided them, forming a cheerful parade. A family of deer trotted gracefully, rabbits hopped playfully, and birds flew overhead, singing as they went. Even shy mice peeked from behind trees, whispering words of encouragement to Sophia. After a while, the group reached a clearing bathed in golden sunlight. The forest opened up into a magical circle, with ancient trees forming a natural amphitheater. At the center of the clearing stood Fong, the clever fox, along with many other animals that Sophia had not yet met. Welcome, Princess Sophia, Fong said, his amber eyes shining with respect. Today is a very special day. All the talking animals have gathered to celebrate the magic of friendship and trust. But there's also a challenge, one that can only be solved by someone with a pure heart, courage, and understanding. Sophia's eyes widened. A challenge? What kind of challenge? Fong's smile was gentle. A problem has arisen in the heart of the forest. A group of baby animals has wandered too far and become lost. They are frightened, and the forest is vast. Only someone who can listen to the hearts of the animals can bring them safely home. Sophia took a deep breath. Then we must help them. Clover, let's not waste any time. Nutty led the way, chattering excitedly. Follow me, Princess. I know the safest path. As they ventured deeper, the forest became more enchanting. Trees twisted into shapes resembling castles. Streams sparkled like silver ribbons, and the sunlight filtered through the leaves, casting magical patterns on the ground. Sophia felt a sense of wonder, knowing that every step they took brought them closer to the baby animals. Suddenly, a tiny voice called out, Princess Sophia, help us. Sophia knelt down and saw 3 baby foxes trapped near a thorny bush. Don't worry, little ones, she said softly. We're here to help. With Clover's help and Nutty guiding the way, Sophia carefully moved the thorny branches aside. The baby foxes tumbled into her arms, chirping happily. You see, Clover? Sophia said with a smile. It's not about rushing. It's about listening and helping each animal the way they need. Clover twitched his nose. I guess that makes sense. I never thought helping could feel magical like this. The baby foxes led them to more lost animals. A hedgehog stuck in a hollow tree, a rabbit caught between rocks, and a baby bird perched on a high branch. Each time, Sophia used her kindness, cleverness, and courage to solve the problem. Her amulet glowed warmly, guiding them through tricky paths and dangerous spots. At last, all the baby animals were safe and gathered in the clearing with their families. The forest erupted in joyful chatter and cheers. Birds sang sweetly, squirrels chattered in excitement, and the little animals bounced happily. Fong stepped forward, his eyes gleaming with approval. "Princess Sophia, you have done more than I expected. You have shown that true magic lies not in spells or tricks, but in a kind and brave heart that listens to others." Sophia blushed. "Thank you, Fong, but I couldn't have done it without Clover and all the animals helping me." Nutty jumped onto her shoulder. "You were amazing, Princess. Everyone here knows you're the bravest princess in Enchancia." Sophia smiled warmly. "I think today taught me something very important. Understanding and helping others is the most powerful magic of all." As the sun began to set, painting the forest in golden and pink hues, the animals gathered around Sophia in a circle. Birds perched on branches, squirrels and rabbits sat near her feet, and even the shyest creatures peeked from behind leaves. It was a magical scene, full of friendship, trust, and happiness. Sophia looked at Clover and whispered, "I think the forest has given us a gift today, Clover. Not just talking animals, but the chance to truly understand them." Clover twitched his nose and nodded. "Yeah, and it's kind of fun. I never thought I'd have talking friends everywhere." Fong stepped back in the shadows, watching Sophia with pride. "Princess Sophia, remember this day. You have proven that with courage, cleverness, and kindness, any challenge can be overcome. But the forest still holds surprises, and tomorrow may bring an adventure even greater than this one." Sophia felt a flutter of excitement. "Then we'll be ready, Clover. Whatever comes next, we can face it together." And so, as the forest shimmered under the soft glow of evening, Princess Sophia, Clover, and their talking animal friends knew that this magical day was only the beginning of an adventure full of friendship, courage, and the extraordinary magic of understanding the hearts of others. The forest was quiet in the early morning, but Princess Sophia knew that today's adventure was far from over. After magical gathering yesterday, the animals were cheerful and trusting, but Nutty the squirrel hopped onto her shoulder nervously. "Princess Sophia," Nutty said, twitching his tail, "something strange is happening in the forest. The birds are restless, and some animals are disappearing. I think there's a problem we need to solve quickly." Sophia looked around, her eyes wide. "Disappearing animals? Oh no, Clover. We need to find out what's happening." Clover twitched his ears nervously. I hope it's not something scary." Sophia smiled reassuringly. "Don't worry, Clover. We faced challenges before, and we can handle this one too." The talking animals led her deeper into the forest. The trees grew taller, their branches weaving together, forming shadowy tunnels. The sunlight barely reached the forest floor. The birds chirped urgently, guiding Sophia and Clover along the safest path. Suddenly, they reached a clearing where the air shimmered strangely. Several baby animals were huddled together, looking frightened. Among them were a small fox, a rabbit, and even a tiny deer fawn. "Princess Sophia, help us!" they cried in unison. Sophia knelt beside them. "Don't worry, little ones. We're here. Can you tell me what happened?" The baby fox trembled. "We were playing near the sparkling stream, and then we couldn't find our way back. Something blocked the path, and the water started moving strangely. We got scared and ran deeper into the forest." Sophia thought carefully. It sounds like there's a magical obstacle. Clover, do you see anything unusual?" Clover twitched his nose and pointed to a dark patch of shadows moving near the trees. I think something's causing it, Princess." From the shadows emerged Fong, the clever fox, looking serious this time. "Princess Sophia, the forest is facing a problem. A mischievous spirit has disturbed the streams and paths, confusing the animals. If we don't act quickly, more creatures may become lost." Sophia nodded firmly. "Then we need to help them. Clover, stay close. Nutty, can you gather the birds to guide us?" Nutty chattered excitedly. "On it, Princess. I'll make sure everyone is ready." Sophia followed the birds as they led the way to the center of the disturbance, a glowing pond surrounded by enchanted vines. The water rippled unnaturally, and a faint, greenish mist hovered above it. The baby animals huddled together, looking worried. Sophia knelt beside the pond. I think this is the source of the problem. Clover, help me find a way to calm the water. Nutty, gather the animals to form a circle. We'll work together. The animals quickly obeyed. Birds perched on branches above, singing soft melodies. Squirrels and rabbits formed a protective circle around the pond. Clover and Sophia worked together, using her glowing amulet to focus magical energy on calming the water. Sophia closed her eyes and whispered, "Please, forest spirits, let the animals be safe. Help us restore peace to this magical place." Slowly, the water stopped swirling violently. The mist began to fade, and the pond reflected the sunlight once again. The baby animals cheered, hopping happily around Sophia and Clover. Fong stepped forward, his eyes shining with approval. "Princess Sophia, you have solved the forest secret problem. Your bravery, understanding, and ability to listen to the animals has restored balance. The forest is safe again." Sophia smiled warmly. "I couldn't have done it without everyone helping Fong. The animals and Clover guided me too." Nutty jumped onto her shoulder. "Princess Sophia, you are the bravest and kindest princess the forest has ever known. Even the forest spirits are smiling because of you." Clover twitched his nose proudly. "Yeah, I guess helping is kind of fun when it works out like this." Sophia laughed softly. "It is, Clover, and it reminds me that listening and caring are just as important as courage." The animals gathered around, chirping, squeaking, and calling out in joy. Birds swooped overhead, singing happy tunes, while rabbits hopped in circles and squirrels performed playful leaps. The forest seemed alive with magic, grateful for Sophia's heart and guidance. Fong stepped aside and spoke quietly. "Princess Sophia, remember this day. The forest is full of mysteries, and some problems are not as they seem. With kindness, courage, and cleverness, you can solve even the hardest challenges." Sophia nodded, her amulet glowing softly. "I promise to protect the forest and all its creatures, Fong. Today was magical, but I know tomorrow may hold even greater adventures." As the sun dipped toward the horizon, casting golden light through the trees, Sophia, Clover, and the talking animals returned to the clearing. The baby animals reunited with their families, and the forest felt peaceful again. Sophia looked at the sparkling pond and whispered, "Thank you, forest, for trusting me. I will always do my best to keep everyone safe." Clover twitched his nose and smiled. "And I'll be right here with you, Princess, always." With the forest calm once more, Princess Sophia realized that being brave, kind, and clever could solve even the most puzzling problems. The talking animals had trusted her, and she had guided them safely. But Sophia knew deep down that the forest still held secrets, and tomorrow's adventure would be even bigger and more exciting. The next morning, Princess Sophia awoke to the sweet songs of birds. The sun shone brightly over Enchancia, and a gentle breeze carried the scent of flowers through the castle gardens. Clover stretched and twitched his ears excitedly. "Princess Sophia," Clover exclaimed, "the animals are calling us again. I think something special is happening today." Sophia smiled. "I think you're right, Clover. Let's go see what's going on." As they entered the royal garden, the talking animals were already gathering. Nutty the squirrel scurried up to Sophia, his eyes sparkling. "Princess," he said, "the animals want to celebrate with you. They are holding a festival of friendship to thank you for helping them and showing kindness, courage, and understanding." Sophia's eyes widened in delight. "A festival? That sounds wonderful. Clover, are you ready?" Clover twitched his nose and nodded. "I guess, as long as no tricky shadows show up this time." The forest clearing had been transformed into a magical festival. Lanterns hung from tree branches. Sparkling streams reflected the sunlight, and flowers bloomed in every color imaginable. Birds sang sweet melodies. Rabbits hopped playfully, and squirrels danced in the soft grass. Even shy forest creatures peeked out from behind trees, eager to join the celebration. Fong, the clever fox, stepped forward and bowed slightly. "Princess Sophia, You have brought harmony to the forest. Your kindness and bravery have touched every creature here. Today, we celebrate friendship, magic, and the heart of a true princess." Sophia blushed. "Thank you, Fong. I only did what anyone with a kind heart would do. The real magic is in helping others and listening to them." Nutty clapped his tiny paws together. "Now it's time for games and fun. We have races, treasure hunts, and even a magical obstacle course. You can join, Princess." Sophia laughed. "I'd love to. Clover, let's see how well we can do." The animals led Sophia and Clover through the festival. They joined races with rabbits hopping swiftly, helped birds find hidden treasures in the forest, and carefully navigated obstacle courses filled with sparkling streams, soft moss, and glowing mushrooms. Everywhere they went, laughter, chatter, and happy cheers filled the air. During the festival, Sophia noticed the animals sharing stories of their day with each other. "Princess Sophia," said a tiny robin, "we never thought we could communicate like this. Today, we learn how important it is to help and understand one another." Sophia smiled warmly. "That's right. Even though the talking magic may only last for one day, the lessons of friendship, courage, and kindness will last forever." Suddenly, a shimmering light appeared at the center of the clearing. The forest spirits had come to join the celebration, their forms glowing softly in colors of gold, green, and silver. They danced through the air, blessing the festival with magic that made the leaves sparkle and the streams shimmer. Fong stepped forward again. "Princess Sophia, because of your bravery and heart, the forest is safe, happy, and full of friendship. The animals and spirits have celebrated this day in your honor." Sophia looked around at the joyful animals and whispered, "I've never seen anything so magical. Thank you, forest, for letting me be a part of this." Clover twitched his nose proudly. "I think we made a lot of new friends today, and I didn't even need to fight a scary shadow." Sophia laughed softly. "That's true, Clover. Today wasn't about fighting. It was about listening, helping, and being kind. That's the real magic." As the sun began to set, painting the sky in soft pink and orange hues, Sophia, Clover, and the animals gathered for one last celebration. They sang songs, danced under sparkling lanterns, and shared stories of bravery, friendship, and magical adventures. Nutty whispered to Sophia, "Princess, you made all the animals feel safe and loved. We'll never forget this day." Sophia smiled warmly. "And I'll never forget you all either. Thank you for trusting me and letting me help. This has been the most magical day of my life." As night fell, the forest glimmered under the stars. Lanterns floated gently, animals cuddled in safe corners, and a gentle magic lingered in the air. Sophia held Clover close and whispered, "We've learned something very special today. True magic is in the heart. When we are kind, brave, and understanding, we can face anything." Clover twitched his ears and nuzzled her hand. "I think the animals agree, Princess. Today was perfect." Princess Sophia looked around at the magical forest filled with friends, laughter, and love. She knew that even though the talking animals' magic might fade, the lessons of friendship and kindness would last forever. And as the stars twinkled above Enchancia, Sophia whispered softly, "I'm ready for more adventures, Clover. Whatever comes next, we'll face it together." The festival of friendship had ended, but the magic of hearts, courage, and understanding would shine in Enchancia forever. Princess Sophia had discovered that the greatest magic of all wasn't spells or potions. It was love, kindness, and the joy of helping others. And in that moment, the forest, the animals, and Sophia herself glowed with happiness, ready for whatever magical adventure awaited tomorrow.